So, if you've been in the Fnaf fandom or spent any time on DeviantArt, you might have come across a little itty bitty tiny comic by little bitty itty bitty tiny artists named Brot-Art. This comic is called Redemption the Fnaf AU story comic. I don't quite remember what I named it on which platform, but something like that. Yes, it is my comic, and I'm now, today, going to tell you what the hell it is and the reason why I'm abandoning it for now. The main premise of the comic's story is, well, redemption, as you may be able to tell from the title. But who is getting redeemed? Well, no other than Mr. Key Strangler William Afton. If you've been any kind of close to me, you know I adore Springtrap and I adore Afton. The entire Afton family, but mainly William. Like, oh, holy heck. Wood. Now, let's have a quick rundown of what actually happens in the pages that have been posted to the internet. It starts off with William dreaming. He is dreaming about all the bad things that has had, yeah, I can talk, that has happened to him and his family during his Fazbear era. You know, the incidents, the ice cream incident, the bite of 87, that kind of thing, his burning a spring trap. And then he wakes up and he's like, did all that just a dream? None of that actually happened? I can do better. I can fight the demon that's been in my head that's been making me do these horrible things. He's like all happy and like positive, and then he opens the door and gets slammed into the door by Charlie, by the puppet, who's like, no, it was not all a dream. You are a horrible person. But me and Cassidy, have a redemption plan for you, and you will be our janitor cook and basically a maid. I know that's a stupid idea, but he accepts. So, next pages, let me get them. Then William is like, but can I ask some questions, please? Like, please? Like, pretty please? Cassidy is like, we accept. You may ask, and he starts asking a bunch of different questions, all good questions actually, that may never get revealed because, as I said, I am not going to work on this comic. That's that's a topic for later. Let's get back to the pages. And Cassidy is like, well, one at a time. William, then asks about the rest of his family and the rest of the victims and stuff, I think. Um, and Cassidy is like, well, they're downstairs. You can go meet them. That page actually has the first like background, including with perspective, that I have drawn in such a long time, and I was so nervous about it. But it doesn't look that bad. It's kind of plain, but it doesn't look that bad. And there in the doors are pink eyes. We will soon find out whose eyes those were. You may know because they're pink, and the door is blue. Before they go, though, Puppet, or Charlie, I will call her Charlie, it's easier. Charlie is like, but to actually, your ex-wife is now your ex-husband. He is trans and his name is Sinclair. I was so proud of myself for making a trans character out of the most feminine animatronic in Fnaf. I don't know why. Maybe because I am trans and I like trans characters. Moving on. And then, wait, I am reading. He is like, wait, why is Sinclair my ex-husband, not my husband? Why the ex? And then Elizabeth pops out from behind him and she's like, it's because of the until death do us part from your vows. And William is like, Lizzie, my favorite girl. So the four of them go downstairs, and Charlie is like, guys, he woke up. He woke up from purgatory and from getting put back in his body. And William's like, why is it such a big deal that I woke up? And there is a group shot of the main group all looking at Freddy, and he's just like, oh, I guess I have to explain again. So he explains that to wake up in their new bodies, you need a soul or remnant, and an animatronic body and a modified illusion disc that Henry generously modified for them, and uh, combine these together, and you have a human animatronic form, a human form of the animatronic, kind of. Yeah, it's janky. It's not very like scientific. I just wanted an excuse to draw the animatronics as humans, which their designs are abysmal still. So if I wasn't dropping the project, or if I ever pick up the project in the future, I will redesign the main cast, the main gang, Freddy, Foxy, Bunny, and Chica. Chica's okay, but the other three, the boys, I don't like the designs of. I wanted all of them to be like not white, but I was extremely bad at no non-white characters, it seems, because what the hell are those? Why does Freddy's skin look like that? It looks ashy, but like saturated ashy, and I don't like it. Sorry if I offended anyone with his skin tone. Not intentional. I just moving on. So William asks, "Well, why don't I look like Spring Bonnie then? You all look a lot like your animatronic counterparts." And Charlie's like, "'Cause we peeled you out of Springtrap. It was super gross. Take off your illusion discs and see for yourself. You're gross." And he's like, "Nah, I'll sleep better not knowing, thanks." It's one of my favorite quotes from this stupid comic. I'll sleep not knowing. What? I'll sleep better not knowing, thanks. And Charlie then is like, "Well, where is everybody else? It's just you, the main gang here." And they're like, "Well, the rest of them went to the arcade, but we stayed behind because Freddy wanted to see the fucking um uh, killer murder him, William." And he's like, Foxy's like uh, super angry about it. But then he gets sad when Freddy asks why he didn't go himself to the arcade without the main gang. And he was like, "'Cause it wouldn't be the same without you guys." Which is kind of cute. I'll say that. And then they're talking with William a bit. And then the pink-eyed, blue-haired boy appears. The man himself, Sinclair Afton. He's like, "Hey guys," and then he sees William and he's like, "You!" And he just runs up and punches William in the face, like square in the face, and he's fucking ripped. Like Sinclair is ripped. He is muscular, you know. So when William takes a hit and falls to the ground, he looks up with blood running from his nose and I think his mouth too. And he's like, "I deserve that. You can hit me again." And then Cassidy picks him up and he's like, "Hit him again, harder, harder." And then Charlie gets in between them and like it's like, "Everybody chill the fuck out. What are you doing? We're supposed to be redeeming him and you're beating him up." And then Bunny's like, "Well, it's almost midnight. Would be nice to eat something." And William's like, "Wait, aren't we all dead? How can we?" And then his stomach growls like really loud, and he's mortified, like, "I have still like body functions. What the hell?" And she goes like, "Today's Hawaiian." And again, the next page first panel is just William like becoming an animal and just shoveling the entire pizza into his fucking face. It makes me crack up every time I see it, and it made me laugh the entire time I was drawing it. I cannot even. And the animatronics all get and laugh too at him because it's fucking funny. Okay, to me it's funny. Then uh, everyone gets sleeping bags because the new place doesn't have rooms for everybody ready yet. Uh, and then where's the page? Hold on, I'm looking. And then Sinclair asks if everybody has a sleeping bag. Does anybody want pillows, etc. And then stops mid sentence because William is sleeping right in front of his feet, and he almost stepped on him. He's like, "Ugh, ugh." And then he tucks William in because he's like, "You're such a you're such an idiot and a bad person, but you're my idiot, you know. I hope you're not hearing this. Which is kind of a sweet moment, but also funny because I like funny stuff. And then Elizabeth, Lizzie, is like, Papa Sinclair, will you be okay? You look sad. And he's like, yeah, I'll be fine. Then we get a zoom on William's face as he falls asleep, like an narcoleptic. And he wakes up in his dream, confused. And there it is. There is the darkness, demon that haunts him. Dun dun dun. The next two pages are just William and the demon going back and forth, like, I don't need you. Please just let me have one good day. And the demon's like, but you need me, honey. And it's like kind of erotic, unintentional, but kind of funny. Uh, and and then a stomp. Someone stomps in William's head. There is a new challenger in William's head. Not only himself and the demon, but there is a third person whose leg is very animatronic-like. It's Spring Bonnie. It's never specified in the pages that I have made currently, but it's Spring Bonnie when William was killed in Spring Bonnie's body, becoming Springtrap. Both Spring Bonnie and Springtrap, separate entities, got injected kind of into William's head as like headmates. Like they share consciousness now, kind of. It's never specified, and then I just, yeah, a little bit of lore for you. Back in the human realm, it's morning already, and someone is trying to wake up William with boobs. It's Mango. Mango, my baby. I love them. They are trying to wake up William by booping his nose, which is kind of adorable. I love them. Like they are my favorite. Mags Mariposa or Mango is my favorite. So he wakes up, he sees the toy animatronics, human forms, obviously. And he's like, I am so sorry for everything I did to you. And Toy Chica's like, can it, old man? We don't want your pity. We want you to suffer. And Toy Freddy's like, cool it, Chi. Come on, calm down. It's okay. I am calm, she's like. And Toy Bunny's like, bottom line is we don't want your pity, we just want you to do better. Toy Bunny is like really shy, and I find it kind of adorable. Because like Toy Bunny and Toy Chica are supposed to be best friends, so Toy Chica is very like outgoing, very loud, very vindictive, kind of yandere, kind of overbearing. And then Toy Bunny is very much soft-spoken, very no eye contact, please, very hide into a corner, kind of shy, anxious person. And I love that discrepancy for them. Um, so then William is like, okay, okay, I understand. You don't want my pity. But Mango is like, but I want your pita. Pita is a Greek kind of bread, and I thought it was funny, so I put it as the next thing. Like, uh, William's like, you want pita? We'll get you pita. I'm going to the store. What does everybody want? And they list off the things they want, and Lizzie is like, I'll go. I'll supervise Dad. He's like, all right, let's go. But then William hears soft sobbing from a closed door that has a no entry sign on it. And he's like, I gotta investigate. Wait, here, Elizabeth. And he's like, no, okay, Dad. Then at the door, William is nervous. He doesn't know why, but he is sweating bullets. He is nervous. He opens the door, and then it's Evan Afton, the crying child, and he is not in a human animatronic form. He is ghost. He is a ghost. I hope he actually came through as a ghost. I tried a different coloring and line art style on him. Uh, but William's like, Evie, you're, and he's like, close the door, Dad. William closes the door, takes off his shoes because Evan's room is all blankets and pillows and kind of a one big bed. I'm kind of really proud of his room design because it's kind of small and cramped, and you can't really stand up straight in it almost. Like you can barely stand it straight in it, but it looks like very soft. I like it. It reminds me of a bedroom, but the entire room is a bed, you know? And Evan is like, go away, Dad. I don't want you here. And William sits next to him and is like, I'm sorry, Evie. And Evie's like, you are not the person I wanted to hear that from. And William's like, what? No. And I need to my friends. I need further. If I was faster to drive you to the ER, you would have maybe survived it. And he's like, but you really bully me. You are the reason for my death. And then there is a panel that shows Michael Afton looking through the Fredbear drawers with Evan's brains splatter all over them. I think it's a cool shot, but you might not think it's a cool shot. I think it's a cool shot. Anyway, next, Evan's like, well, do you know at least why they decided to bring you back? And William's like, no, not really. And then there goes backstory. It was their only option because they tried burning William, they tried torturing him in purgatory, in the custom night purgatory for many years, at least 5. Um, and then they burned him again, and of course they killed him in Springtrap, and nothing has set them free. So Charlie went to Old Man Consequences with this new idea, maybe bringing William back and trying to redeem him with set their souls free. It took a long time to convince everyone to let William back into the real world and into their lives, but eventually she managed. Of course, it's Charlie. Why wouldn't she? Everyone still hates him though, so Evan tells his dad that everyone still hates his guts and just everyone despises him still. And William's just like so angry at this point, like, of course they're angry, they don't like me, etc. Why would they not feel pity for me after all these years torturing me? And he kind of breaks and he's like, no, 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 William, reel it back. The soft spoken, calm face, sheepish expression. And then Evie's like, wait, that was all a fucking lie. That was a lie. You were just pretending, putting on a mask of niceness. Next thing you will tell me, is that everything you did while we were alive was also a lie. All the tired love yous and gifts and the breakfast and everything was also a lie. You never loved us. And William is like, and then he reaches into his pocket, and that's the current end of Red. That's all. That's all the pages. There is 8 pages that I have sketched out in varying amounts of detail. But once I finish those 8 pages, that's over. There will be no more Red. Um, I plan for this to have 3 or 4 chapters. I plan in the second chapter for William and the gang to get kidnapped by Vanny and have Vanny and Vanessa be twin sisters that kind of share consciousness, but kind of not. I really like the idea of my Vanny design. She would have been albino with white eyelashes and white hair, but her hair would be an afro with rainbow accents and like rainbow crackling, like lightning. I don't know how else to put it. Like the lightning that sometimes you see when uh, when fabric rubs against fabric. I don't know how to describe it. But, you know. Uh, and then the third chapter I planned for for William to get really really sick and like he keeps trying to like do better and like clean and cook and do all this stuff and help with getting the new place, the new restaurant ready for guests. But he's too sick and they force him into bed. And they have to take off his vision disc and it's a whole big thing. Um, and I don't want to work on it anymore. Main reason is it started off with a stupid premise. It started off so stupid. Uh, I feel like the story isn't worth continuing. Question mark. Like I don't think it has anything good in it. maybe some good small moments, but it's a comedy. I'm not that fond of comedies. It wasn't meant to be a comedy, you know. Plus, it's it's a fandom story, so I can't have it printed and I can't like sell it. Um, but I want to work on stories that I can actually sell and actually have printed and give to people because people have expressed, people in my life, real life, at least five people now expressed if I ever made a comic and that gets printed and sold in stores, they would buy it in a heartbeat. So I'm working towards that. Um, I'm working on Lenin's bestiary, which is very exciting. I love this story. It's a story I made completely from the ground up this year. Like it didn't exist in my head uh, last year even. Or only for a few months. It has only existed for a few months, and I really love it because I love Lemon. Lemon actually started as a Five Minutes Freddy's OC, believe it or not. Back then, I shipped Lemon with Springtrap. Actually, I was 14. Forgive me. I still ship myself with Springtrap, but not Lemon. Lemon is precious, baby. They don't deserve that. So yeah, there will be an indefinite hiatus for Red after I finish those 8 pages because I have newer things to work on and I kind of just think the premise is silly and goofy and stupid and I don't believe in it anymore, especially with the way it started off. I really dislike how it started off with William being this pure innocent man that just was possessed by a demon and yeah, I don't like it. I wish I started it with William being an actual bad person, not haunted by some demon, like an actual demonic entity. So we could have interesting character building and actual redemption. But it's just I started off on the wrong foot. I started this comic 3 different times, and every time it was bad. This time I got to uh, what 38 pages, I think, maybe, which is the most I have ever, the furthest I've ever gotten into a comic. But yeah, I don't want to work on it anymore. Perhaps I will in the future. Maybe I will come back to it if enough people want it to continue. But for now, there's other stories. Let's put this one back on the shelf. So that was What the Hell Was Red, the Fnaf comic. Next, I will tell you either all about Devin's bestiary or the Broad House, because both are being worked on. Also, a new finance phrase AU called, I think I called this the Glamouride. I love it for now. And yeah, this story is getting put back on the shelf, but several other stories are still open on the table. So follow for more and see you on the flip side.